I know I'm late for the party, guys. This is DJ Wolf Live. I had every intention on wishing every man that are totally involved in the children's lives a happy Father's Day. Excuse me. Even though this is Monday, and I'm a little late for the party on that. I was actually out celebrating Father's Day yesterday with my wife and son, and we went out to my favorite restaurant, Bonefish Grill, and we had a great time. Let me talk about a little bit about why fatherhood is important. All right, this is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. I have to talk about this. Fatherhood is important for a number of reasons. Before I get to that, let me talk to you about what took place yesterday before we got to the restaurant here. So yesterday we went to church, and our newly ordained, well, not quite ordained pastor yet, but he's about to come. Anyway, our pastor yesterday was talking about the importance of fatherhood and why it mattered. And he gave a very, very powerful speech on fatherhood. He admitted it was the first time he's ever done a sermon on fatherhood, but he did a hell of a job. And so he had all the fathers come up stage. And when he called all the fathers on stage, and I was there, and we were all there in prayer. And I'm gonna tell you, it was emotional. It was probably the most emotional experience I've ever had on Father's Day, because I was thinking about my dad and my brothers, and because we're all fathers, of course, and what he's going through, and what I had to deal with as a father myself, and what he had to deal with as a father through me, and all these emotions were going in my mind, man, and I just broke down, right there. Sometimes when I'm in church, I do that, man. You know, every now and then, it just happens. I think, honestly, it was, and I'm going to say this, I think the Lord was telling me that I need to be humble about it. And I need to express, not only to myself, but to the congregation, what it means to be a father. What it means to be under fatherhood, under the tutelage of fatherhood, of fathers. Because Mother's Day, Mother's Day is all about the glory of motherhood. But when it comes to fathers, even with this sermon, and as great as it was, he still was kind of like, telling these young fathers to be fathers. But then again, you need to hear that too. But you need to hear it on Mother's Day as well. But that's another story. But fathers in this generation, the way things are going right now, are sorely needed. But the thing that trips me out, we're always looking for all these mentors to get to rally around to help these kids out here today. Nothing wrong with that. The only problem I see is you need these absent fathers out here that need to get involved as well. There are a lot of great fathers out there. There's fathers out here on YouTube. There's several fathers on here on YouTube that have their own channels, and I watched about 2 or 3 of them, and I actually subscribe to them. And believe me, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. 2 in particular, I hope they don't mind me mentioning them, is Belief in Fatherhood and LaGuardia Cross. Those are my go-to channels that deal with modern fathers today, and I'm very, very proud of their work. And I also got to give a big shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. After working on his project for several years, he finally released it on Father's Day yesterday. And I myself do intend on making a purchase, probably tomorrow, likely tomorrow. But this week, sometime I will be watching the movie, and I will give you my full review. And I will not only post it on my channel, I'm going to post it on Tommy's channel as well. I've actually had the privilege to meet Tommy about some 4.5 years ago. It seemed like it's been 5 years ago. I met him back in 2015 when he was down here in the DMV. So I'm proud to say that I did get a chance to meet him, and I'm glad that the film is finally out. There's been a lot of great reviews on it. And I'm hoping the word does get out about his film. So this is part of the reason why I'm talking about it now. And although it took a while for him to put the movie out, I'm glad he did. And I told him that in the chat that I just had with him on his channel. So that's a good thing. I actually am glad because I was actually working on a movie. It wasn't about fatherhood. It was about the family in general, the whole family. It's called Portrait of Family. I'm going to be in the process to rewrite it myself. Hopefully, sometime during the summer. I may just do my documentary right here on YouTube and Spreaker, but it is going to come out. If I had to do it on this channel. I mean, I got a lot to talk about myself about that. But I'm proud of him. I'm very, very proud that someone had the tenacity and the balls to get a film like this out. No one has ever done a film like this. I can tell you that right up front. Not Tyler Perry. Not Lee Daniels. Not TBA. Not Tariq. Okay? And right now, not myself. But Tommy did do that. I'll give him that. He's the one that came out full steam ahead and talked about this. And some people still trying to bash him about it? Bro, you don't have to talk about black women. Man, fuck that shit, man. Talk about it. It's part of the problem. Part of the problem is you got these women out here that are so goddamn independent, they don't want to have the kids to have nothing to do with the man. That's a fact. That's what's destroying our culture today. Is that you got some of these low-life women who don't want men in their life with their kids, taking care of their kids. That's a fact. Y'all can talk that bullshit you fucking want to, but I'm going to tell it like it is. This is for all of here, baby. Remember that. All right? I'm going to tell it to you straight out. Because that is the problem. It ain't the main problem, but that is a problem, and that is the problem. It's one of the problems, okay? That's why you got generations of kids today growing up without fathers, because a lot of these women make bad choices, okay? This I know. Don't say it ain't true, okay? But we got to be honest about what's going on. And that's what he's doing. And I stand with him on that. Fully. Okay? Fully on that. Because it's true. You got guys always want to hide behind get people to hide behind the skirt all the time. About, oh, no, you can't do it, bro. No, you can say it, man. Okay? We ain't talking about all. But there are women out there that do it, There are many cases of examples of this. And y'all know that. Come on. Stop with the bullshit. I tell you, man, we just like to cherry pick shit, but we don't want to come out with the conversation about what's really going on. We always like, I'm telling you, I talk to people like this all the time about stuff like, and they don't want to deal with the real issue. They don't. But you have to. It's destroying the fabric of our communities to not talk about this, to not to address it, to not make changes on this. This is crazy. Father, my dad always said it back in the day, and continue to say it. over the years. A father is everything. A father is the backbone of the family. Yeah, the mother, it plays a big role in the family, no doubt about that. But the father is the backbone of family. It's supposed to be the backbone of the family. Okay? When it comes to taking care of bills, making sure the house is paid off, and your food is plentiful in the house, where you got warm bed to sleep in at night, a protector of the family. Okay? Don't tell me it's not important. Okay? But you have to have Planned Parenthood. That's the one thing that they don't do much of anymore. Okay? Now, I ain't talking about the abortion part of it. I'm talking about the part where you know you won't have these kids. You have to be responsible of what you're getting into before you start having them. That's what needs to be addressed. Real talk. You know? And the choices that you make out here. That goes for both men and women. It's time. It's time we grow up as a culture. It's time we grow up as a race, man. Because I think there's some immaturities about a race that keeps us balled up in these things where we're doing the same stupid shit every damn time. You know, multiple kids out of wedlock, and then they try to say, "Well, you ain't got to find no good men." No, it's just as much fault as the women as it is the men, not more so, because the women have the ultimate choice of whether they're going to have the kids with these different guys or not. Okay? And whether they decide, they're going to put the body out there like that or not. Okay? Or whether they're going to say they're going to make the correct career choices before they have kids at all or not. Okay? That's the ultimate choices there. But you're going to make the right ones. And stop making the same stupid mistakes every time. You know? And lies the problem right there. A big problem. You know? But fathers do matter. And in this generation, fathers ought to matter. All the time. No matter what. You know? That's the thing. It has to be addressed. But I'm repping the real fathers out there. Ain't about this mothers being honored on Father's Day. I told you guys about the thing that happened in my church where we were talking about fatherhood that day. And of course, you had a mother on there talking about Happy Father's Day to me. And you're not a father. You have no right to impose on yourself as a father because you're raising your kids by yourself. That was your choice. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, if you're raising multiple kids by yourself as a single parent, that is your choice. Yes, I said it. Okay? But you damn sure ain't going to get credit for being a father on Father's Day because you're doing it. I can tell you that. You have no right to do that. You have no right to try to call yourself being part of something that you're not. And that's being a father. And yes, I'm going to say it. You need to stay in your place with that. Yeah, I said it because this is for all to hear. And I don't care. Okay? That's my opinion. That's my truth. And that's what I'm sticking with. So all your fathers out there, all the brothers, the real men, the men that do it, that put the work down for the kids all the damn time. Happy Father's Day. Happy belated Father's Day. Much love, much respect to you all. This is DJ Wolf. This is for all to hear, and I'm out.